Hey there, sweetness, how goes it? I do hope that it goes well. Quick name of the game, if there's anything that's connective to this collective, that's beautiful. I invite you to take that chick with you. If, however, nothing here resonates, that's alright. You just leave it right where you fucking found it. It's probably a piece of information that was meant for somebody else in the collective. You should never take something off the table, or in general, that doesn't belong to you. Please keep in mind that time may be fluid as well as energy, and let's get into it, shall we? Yes. Yes, we fucking shall. What are we getting into? Which is Windowsill Wednesday. Welcome home, homies. Please do the tribe a favor. Make sure you get those likes up on your way in. Also, have you checked to make sure you're a subscriber? A homie, true and through. Excuse me. Much love and appreciation to those that are. And to the rest, what are you waiting for? Spirit of love, truth, grace, and guidance, please guide myself, guide these messages, guide this collective. Please guide us all, always, always. Thank you. Excuse me, thank you. Messages for the collective. I'm going to say one big excuse me for all my coughing. We getting stoned in here today, though. Messages for the collective, please. Messages for the homies, thank you. The Sylvan Scrolls. The Sylvan Scrolls. Now, that's perfect. Because I got some channeled messages for you guys last night, and I wasn't really sure if I should just come on and say them or not, but hey, it's time to scroll. I literally had scrolled down a bunch of messages for you guys. So these messages come from the letter the number 2642. There's something about a sturdy vessel and an icebreaker. When I saw those together, it made me think icebreaker, vessel, like giant boats that break up fucking icebergs and shit, right? You guys have highest meaning, period. Crocheted blanket made of colored wool, period. Which is also, what are those called? Afghan blankets. Somebody may have an Afghan. Somebody may be making Afghans. There's something about an award, period. Best, period. Government or other, period. I got the word decal, period. The word abetting, like aiding and abetting a fugitive type thing, period. This was a chunk. Hollow bribe around, and there were quotes, "You're inadequate." Hollow bribe around "you're inadequate." To me, that sounds like somebody wanted to make someone feel like they're inadequate, or flat out told them, "You're inadequate." And now they like, whoever it is saying this, they have some sort of hollow bribe to be like, "Oh, but I can make you adequate. I can make you adequate." I don't like it. Abso-fucking-lutely not. Get your Trump-loving ass the fuck out of here, dude. You don't know me? No. Sorry, not sorry. I've made it clear how I feel about Trump on this channel. Trump is a pussy-ass motherfucker who silently, because he didn't have the balls to do it out loud, redefined what domestic violence means in America, making it so that domestic violence means almost nothing anymore. I do not have to vote for Trump. Trump can lick my nuggets, bro. You go right ahead and vote for Trump all you want. Why don't you go ahead and look up silent rollout of domestic violence changes that Trump set into motion? Again, silently, because he knew that if he told people what he was doing, people were going to stop him because it was fucking wrong. Men can slap their fucking, they can do all kinds of shit here now. And it's not considered to be domestic violence anymore. Fuck you, Trump. Fuck you. Moving on. Yeah, Trump's inadequate. Inadequate. Something about moving mammals to protective locations. That one felt really, really special, guys. Moving mammals to protective locations. Humans, we're mammals, right? There are a lot of you that have been made to feel in this life like you are inadequate. It's not the truth. Truly, you're a sturdy vessel. And those words come with the highest of meaning. You are covered by the comfort and the aura of spirit. For those of you that are able and make it so that you're able to understand your adequacies above everything being said and thrown, you're the ones that are being awarded. You're being awarded for giving things your best, for giving life your best, for giving people your best, for giving justice your best. You're being awarded. And again, that award comes with the highest meaning. I like it. I feel like I should keep that out just in case we need to come back to it. Messages for the collective, please. Messages for the homies. I've been a domestic violence survivor. I am a survivor. I've been a victim, excuse me. I have been a victim of domestic violence, and I am a survivor. And being in that position gives me a specialized look into some things. Any man that would make it easier for families to hurt each other in his own country is no man at all. Not in my humble opinion. And that's where I'm going to leave that. Messages for the collective, please. Messages for the homies. What do they need at this time? Thank you. The Enchanted Entrance. You guys are entering something. Entering a time and period of being awarded for giving things your best. For giving yourself your best. Giving spirit your best. Putting your best foot forward. Even and especially when you weren't even sure that you had one good foot. Anything else? New deck. Excuse me. I'm going to get you guys some musical chairs. Channeled song. Something you may need to listen to today. Musical chairs for the collective, please. Musical chairs for the collective. Some of you are getting ready to speak up about something. Messages for the collective, please. Musical chairs for the homies. Thank you. You guys got a few? Yeah, 2 landed on the floor. First and foremost, you guys have Tech 9 Fragile. You said you'd never ever break down. Tech 9 Fragile. We ain't picture perfect, but we worth the picture still. J. Cole, Crooked Smile. These are the 2 that fell on the floor. I feel like they fell so that we paid extra special attention to them. You have This Ain't Your Average Girl, Man, That's Somebody's Daughter. Mercury's Shape of You remix. This ain't your average girl, man, that's somebody's daughter. And you have Pure by Mac Miller. I like to look for the 432 hertz if you're able to find it, but after he died, they took down a whole bunch of his 432 hertz music because they're assholes. But the song's called Pure, Mac Miller. Have you seen the people's faces when you take away their pain? That shit is prettier than any picture Monet could have painted. Also, just respect who you are or they gonna take that from you. Respect who you are or they're gonna take that from you. And it's funny, again, they took the hertz, the fucking frequencies that Mac put his songs in. They took it from him because he died. Now they're like, oh, we can make it sound however we want to. We don't want your music to be as healing as it is. Something really important about that, guys. Alright. Let's ask the tarot what the collective needs to know. Actually, I don't really ask the tarot. It just tells us. Divine Child, the Hierophant. It wants to fall on its side. Ooh, shit. I just got a message about lymph nodes, detoxification. This child falling on its side makes me think about sleeping on your side. Someone needs to look up left armpit detoxification. I don't know what this is coming. I do know where it's coming from. I see it in the card. When you lay on your sides, you can help boost your detoxification process within your body. Most especially on the left side, I do believe. I believe it's the left side that helps detoxify the most. What I'm getting for that is like somebody is experiencing a lot of pain in their sides, a lot of pain in their armpits maybe, a lot of excess body odor, even if they're showering every day. And what it is that there's something trapped inside of the body that needs to be released. It's detoxification. 144 on the timer when I was saying that. Somebody's in a vicious cycle of their body has a bunch of shit trapped in it. And so the body smells a little funky. Alright, I know this is weird. I don't know. I'm just being told to say it. The body smells a little funky. You know, BO's a little strong, so they take a shower. They get out the shower, they can still smell their armpit, so they slather it with a whole bunch of deodorant. But that deodorant has aluminum and all the different shit in it, right? So they're slathering it back onto their open pores that are trying to detoxify themselves, putting all this shit on, saying, no, stay in my body. You stay in my body, plus I'm going to put all this other shit in and on my body. And it's literally just a vicious fucking loop, and it's making somebody sick, almost to the point of like causing cancer. So stop slathering the shit out of yourselves with deodorant and learn about detoxification. That's for somebody. I love you. I say that with love. And aside from that, I'm going to grab the book to see exactly what the Hierophant and the Divine Child comes to say in this reading. I gave you my intuitive piece. Self-discovery. The Divine Child archetype symbolizes your full potential. The child, male or female, is surrounded by reminders of transformation, such as the butterflies and frog. The colors on the palette represent emotions and choices. I wonder if that's close enough. Emotions and choices. The scallop shell design represents the many pathways a pilgrim takes in search of enlightenment. They all lead to inner light, divinity, and self-discovery, symbolized by a single candle. Most tarot decks title this card the Hierophant, a religious authority figure. In Chrysalis Tarot, the task of spiritual growth is an individual responsibility that requires an open mind and critical thinking. When Divine Child lights up your reading, you are asked to embrace yourself. Self-acceptance through self-discovery is the way of the seeker and the pathway to destiny. Self-acceptance, self-acceptance, self-acceptance. Ryan G., you're bitten by a werewolf. Self-acceptance, that's my advice. Self-acceptance. If you were bitten, you're gonna change into a werewolf, you can't do a damn thing but accept it, right? Messages for the collective. Thank you. You guys have the Eight of Spirals in the reverse. You're being told, do not communicate with your past. And do not open up communication to your past. The key word here is answers. But this fell in the reverse. And it flew towards the past position on the table. So I'm telling you, some of you need to know that you're not going to find your answers behind you. You are not going to find your answers in your past. So stop going back there, flipping over every fucking unturned stone, looking for answers that are not there. That are not there. Rapid progress. Although this is in the reverse, so no rapid progress. To me, it's, again, going back to detoxification. And that detoxification can be physical, it can be spiritual, emotional, all of the above. But y'all are being told, you need to get some shit out of your lives. You need to get some shit out of your lives. Out of your mind, out of your heart, out of your fucking... all the bullshit that makes its way between your ears that don't got no fucking place there. It's gotta go. You're paying too much attention right now to random thoughts and peculiar dreams. There is a time to pay attention to those things. This is not the time. This is the time to pay attention to resolving matters, bringing things to successful conclusions, and thoroughly detoxing. Thoroughly. I'll grab you guys a chakra card. See what the energy points have to say to you today. Third eye. Ajna. I think it was yesterday that we got another card about the third eye, so you guys are being told to focus. This is the 6th chakra in the body's system. Having a strong third eye chakra allows you to use your powerful intuition for spiritual growth and a more generous attitude towards life. Not saying this to all of you, but some of you definitely need that. Physical disorders associated with it include headaches, eye and sinus problems. One of the third eye chakra's main roles is to balance everyday activities. We have a number on here, 75. I'm going to get into the Shanty Codex and see what 75 has to say today. Take a look with the third eye at the 75. Something about a successful change coming in. Ashes, ashes. Something about scars. Somebody's name could be Ash. Ashes of your scars. The ashes of your scars. Ash is what's left when everything burns. And it's purifying. Charcoal, ash. I'm getting something about some of you. You have wounds, scars, childhood wounds, things like that. Inner scars that never healed correctly. They did heal. They healed over, but they did not heal correctly. And some of you are coming into a time where you must reopen them in order to cleanse them and help them heal correctly. I don't say that not understanding that that's fucking painful. But I say it because that's the flow that I see for some of you. Something about the 1st and the 5th book, maybe the 1st and 5th book of the Bible. Something about long rides. Something about brushing the dust off. If any of you are on the Depo-Provera shot, I highly suggest you get the fuck off it now. That could be something to do with your headaches and eye and sinus problems. Also, issues with balance. Things like that. Shit ain't no joke, ain't nothing to fool with. Alright, I'm gonna get closing guidance and I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. Grab a couple of index cards. Somebody needs to check out the channel Surviving Narcissism on YouTube. Somebody feels like they've tripped and they can't get up. Spirit's saying, are you okay? You're okay. And there's something about moving boxes. So somebody's leaving a very narcissistic situation. To put it simply, yeah. somebody's still mad about something, somebody's mad about the fact that somebody never came, somebody never showed up in some sort of situation, and them being mad that somebody didn't come, somebody didn't show up, is giving them a psychological infection. And a big one. Like a psychological infection that takes the fucking cake. So, what I'm getting with that is, if that's you, quit being mad that somebody didn't show up for you, and show up for yourself. Maybe that will put that psychological infection onto that motherfucker. I don't know. Closing guidance for the homies. That was quick, thank you. Light. And this smacked the dice as it fell. The dice are where I got these messages from that we talked about at the very beginning. Alright? So, you guys may want to go back and listen. That discussion about the sturdy vessel, the icebreaker. You guys being inadequate. You guys not being inadequate, although life and perhaps people try and hollowly get you to believe that you are. Your light is adequate. Look for the light to guide you when feeling down or lost. Ask for guidance. It shows up in a variety of mysterious ways to remind you that you are never alone. And I just feel called to say that I have a lot of different colored index cards, alright? We got white, blue, red, yellow, different types of blues. These codes were written on a yellow one. There is light here for some that need it. And for the rest, it's within you. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for getting those likes up. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for being subscribers. Until we speak again, my dears. Mwah.